don't get out in the streets, you're going to fucking die. If you don't get out in the streets, you're going to fucking die. If you don't get out in the streets, you're going to fucking die. Die.
Deadëye, a novel by Black Patrick. Chapter 1. Nothing is not easy. Deadëye didn't like the president.
Nothing is not easy. Nothing is not easy. Nothing is not easy. Nothing, 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 nothing. Nothing is not easy. Nothing is not easy. Nothing is not easy.
Knock that shit off. You made me lose my place. Go run the pub. Get the hell out of here. Deadëye, a novel by Black Patrick. Chapter 2. Truck Stoppers. Garth was scared shitless after his first visit to a truck stop. Those motherfuckers in the coffee shop wanted to kill me. Deadëye didn't even look up from his mobile office on the table in the Deadëye tour bus. Did you hear me? Garth asked, pained expression on his face. You forgot to take your clown makeup off, you fucking weirdo. We need a few more mirrors in this fucked up traveling hell on wheels. Jesus. Don't you think you're being a little dramatic? It's not like it's the end of the world or anything. Anyway, bravo! Where was I? Deadëye, a novel by Black Patrick. Chapter 3. Magic Base. As the sun rose over Durango, the woman in Deadëye's bed said, when it's all lit up at night, it looks like a giant gold mushroom cloud. Thanks, Magic. I appreciate that. I wasn't talking about you, Deadëye, Magic said. It's not all about you. Is it about the acid? I think so. You know, the planet is so well designed to enslave us all these days. The only way to stop and appreciate the cool shit is with drugs. I agree, Deadëye. However, the world is changing so fast, Magic said. It's hard to keep up with the prevailing trends. I read Trends Journal. How do you deal with the shifting winds of society, Magic? I don't, but we have to stay ahead of the game. I take a trip to IKEA at least 5 or 6 times a year. On drugs. I've discovered downers don't work at all these days. We need the speed ketamine Xanax combo right now. Now more than ever. Doesn't the combination of IKEA and ketamine kill your sex drive? God, no. I need so much cock when I snort ketamine, I can't get enough. Huge cocks. And lots of them. If I can't find cocks, I need fists. I'm not ashamed to admit, I've turned to baseball bats in a pinch. Perfect, you're hired. I'll let the rest of the band know we can stop looking for a bass player now. Deadëye, you're the best. Wow, that was something. Chapter 5. Train, U.S. Tour. Garth remained eternally confused, because every person named Garth is an idiot. Why are we touring on a train this time? Nobody does that. The only way to feel the noise is when it's good and loud, Deadeye answered. Do you feel the need to quote Motorhead lyrics every day because of some birth defect? Garth asked Deadeye. Yes. We're carrying $1 million worth of narcotics. Try doing that through an airport. I thought you said $500,000. Inflation. What about a tour bus? Think about it. Is there anything an inbred rural cop gets more excited about than a tour bus rolling down the interstate? Yes, a school bus. A school bus full of high school junior varsity softball players. Whatever. Nobody gives a fuck about trains. There's no X-ray, MRI, cavity search action at an Amtrak station. We hit town, jump off the train, stroll across the street to the bar, get hammered, then take an Uber to the venue. There's no bullshit. Who are we selling all the drugs to? Hookers and strippers in Las Vegas. All of the drugs will be sold in the first week, then we don't have to be paranoid weirdos the rest of the tour. What do we do with all the cash we make selling drugs? We buy vintage gear. Moving right along. Chapter 8. Yacht Rock. Deadeye and company walked into the yacht's galley and liked what they saw. Then Deadeye killed the vibe. CPA Chris says we need to record an album. Our business doesn't look legit unless we're recording and releasing albums. What the fuck does that guy know? Magic asked. Deadeye responded, somewhat belligerently. He knows how to keep you and me out of prison. Garth said, I've written a couple of new songs. Save that garbage for your solo project. Dude, I just want to go back to Huntington Beach, Garth confessed. I worked at Vaughn's, had a quiet life, nobody ever challenged me intellectually. Fuck, I'll send your stupid fucking ass back to that cowtown right fucking now. I went to high school in that shithole of a dump. There isn't a motherfucking thing of any value in Huntington Beach. Those cunts think they're so fucking special. We need to build a wall around that hellhole and see how long it takes until they realize they don't have shit. They don't know shit, and they don't do shit. Huntington Beach people are worth nothing. They contribute nothing. They all sit around and bitch and moan and talk about how much better they are. Let them starve. Fuck those good-for-nothing motherfucking losers. They're not all bad. Yes, they fucking are. You're done. Get ready to get the fuck off my tugboat. Deadeye gave Garth a $5,000 parting gift and called him an Uber. He told the Uber guy to take Garth to the airport, got back on the boat, and threw Garth's drums in the river as the Hyundai Sonata drove that cunt away. Fuck that guy. I'm glad you finally got rid of that creepy fucking weirdo, Magic said as she launched a ride cymbal like a frisbee into the brackish waters of the Intracoastal Stage Channel. Garth told me he has 3 kids in Orange County, each with different cousins. His family tree has no branches, Deadeye added as he blasted Garth's floor tom with a shotgun to help it sink faster. I'm learning so much on this tour, Magic told Deadeye, right before she kicked a kick drum off the side of the SS Deadeye. I thought I already knew everything. Where are you from? Newport Beach? Ah, fuck, Deadeye said. You're fired. What? Why? Look, I know you think you're special, you're different, but all of you Orange County cunts are the same. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. However, it's still a free country unless you want a library book in Huntington Beach, so I'm exercising my freedom of choice and telling you to get the fuck off my boat right fucking now. That's racist. Not really. I think it's more bigoted. Call me a bigot. I don't care. All I know is I won't waste a single minute of the time I have left on this planet with myopic Orange County people. Call the Jesse Jackson of Orange County's oppressed white fucks and have me canceled. I don't care. I hate you, Deadëye, screamed the woman whose name had already been forgotten. Come on, you're a better swimmer than that. And that's how Deadëye the band became Deadëye the solo artist. Never go on a cruise with a band. I think Jimmy Bain said that. He may have been the last in line at the buffet. Chapter 9. New band. The music scene in Charleston looked bleak at first glance. The first place Deadëye landed struck him as the typical Live Nation plantation situation, owned by assholes, managed by robots, featuring shitty bands and shittier atmosphere. The venue was half full, and despite the miserable Mall of America vibe, the band on stage was pretty great. Three-piece all-female screamo situation. As Deadëye contemplated his options for the evening, the emo band's drummer sat down at the bar a couple stools away and ordered 3 pitchers of margaritas. You guys were great, Deadëye told the drummer. We sucked, she said. That was our last show. What's next? Back to Starbucks for me. The other bitches are strippers, so they don't really care. It's a travesty how those whores make more money eating man foam than I do selling oat milk foam. Why don't we combine the two? I need a bass player and a drummer right now. Who are you? I'm Deadëye. Who are you? I'm Fiona, said Fiona, as she eyed Deadëye suspiciously. Do you call yourself Deadëye so women will stare deeply into your mesmerizing blue eyes and search for the dead one? I do now. Let's go to the back. I need to load out. Backstage, the band declared victory and loaded their van with gear. Fiona introduced Deadëye to Tammy, the bass player, and Amber, the screaming guitar player. You can't quit now, Deadëye said. We just did, Tammy said. The music business is bullshit, Amber added. Only morons believe there's a future in music. Deadëye nodded in agreement and wondered aloud, yeah, but what's the future?
On the other side of bad decisions, another side of my condition.
Deadëye didn't hear from any emo strippers on acid, so the next evening he returned to the scene of the pinball bar massacre. "You shouldn't come here by yourself," the woman cloaked in darkness growled in his ear. "You look desperate." "Hey," Deadëye said, without a hit of enthusiasm, when he realized Amber was the one insulting him. "Somebody hacked your Instagram account, or you're not real. We tried to find you, but we couldn't." "Let's go," Deadëye said. "Right now. To the boat." "Are you driving?" "No, the boat's 10 minutes away. We can walk." Alone without the armor her bandmates and the familiar situation pinball machines provided, Amber's more apprehensive and guarded persona beguiled Deadëye. Not what he expected from an emo stripper on acid.
Last time it was no surprise. You had black eyes on that big face full of tears. And your mouth full of lies was super size. You had realized all your fears. Just like you. Our mistakes. Zero chance, no hope. You were born dead, bought and sold by demons. You're a corpse without a soul, a black heart with 3 holes for one reason. Just like you. Half the people. Mistakes. Half the people are mistakes. Stare into the sun, play with guns on freeways, run into the light. Take all the drugs from tall buildings, jump, use all night lights. Just like you. Just like you. Half the people. Mistakes. Half the people. Are mistakes. Half the people are mistakes. Half the people. Mistakes.
Deadëye asked Amber, "Where did you get that destroyer? I'd kill to own one of those." "Craigslist, same place I met the other whores in the band." "I should have known," Deadëye said. "Call Tammy and Fiona, tell them to bring their gear, meet us at the boat. We can barbecue and play some music together. See if it works." "Can I invite my boyfriend?" "Sure. Invite one of your sugar daddies." "That's offensive. I know everything about you, unless your Instagram was hacked too." "Pa!"